All right, y'all. I had to get that set up and ready to go. Get that out the way. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's up? I see 7 of y'all already in here. That is what's up. I did a little setup thing to see if it will work with like setting up the live stream early. I didn't know if that was like a thing. So I'm a little late, but I don't know if that's because Married at First Sight really doesn't go off at 10. Is that's pretty much internet streamed TV. So there's a really bad storm in the area right now, and it knocked out the power. I've been living in this house for almost 6 years, and the power has never gone out during a storm. The power went out tonight. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Because if the power goes out, there's no internet to watch. So it came up, so maybe that's why everything is kind of behind. But we're here. Hey y'all, what's going on? Thank you for coming to another live stream of Scattered Brilliancy tonight. I'm going to be reviewing episode 6 of season 7, Married at First Sight. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. I see it's 13 people in here. I got a thumbs up already. Appreciate you. Somebody, it doesn't matter who, just make sure, just tell me, can you hear everything? Does everything look okay? I have the chat pulled up on my iPad just so I can still make sure I got everything that's going on. So that my okay, great. So I have my notes on my old phone. So I mean, this episode was boring. This episode was boring. Um, I was hoping tonight would be eventful. Next week looks like it might be a little more eventful than this because next week they're going to meet with the families. So y'all already know I'm excited to see Tristan's family. Yes. So as always, go through the couples we don't care about first. Talk about what's going on. So the biggest note from this episode is that now Married at First Sight has decided that they're going to. Yeah, it wasn't juicy at all. Married at First Sight has decided that they're going to give their couples $5,000 a month now to help with living expenses. And I'm just trying to figure out why now. Why are we waiting? Why did it take y'all to get out with a season 7 to decide, hey, let's give them some extra money? Because to my knowledge, they already get a fee for appearing on the show. So why are y'all getting extra money? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. So I mean, if Married at First Sight, which you have to claim on your taxes, is considered a job, why are they not using the money that they get from their regular jobs, plus the money they get from Lifetime or whatever production company puts the show together, and y'all are giving them money on top of that, or did y'all just take 5,000 out of their salaries? I don't know if it's someone said they thought that the fee was paid after they appeared. I don't know. Um, oh, never mind. I don't know. It would make sense for it to be to give it to them during though, but maybe it is. Maybe once they fulfill the contractual obligations, then that's when it's given to them. I don't know, but I still think $5,000. I mean, I get it. Yes, that'll help them, but I still just don't get why now. Like with the couples in the past struggling that much, do y'all really think did they think that the $5,000 is gonna make a difference on who's gonna stay together and who's not gonna stay together at the end of the season? Because as it stands, none of them are probably gonna be together in about 5 years. So let's start with Babel. We're starting with Babel. The notes that I have down for them is that they're concerned because with this episode, all the couples are moving in together. So put that out there. Every couple is moving in, and it was uneventful. But Babel, they both have dogs, and they were concerned about how their dogs were going to get along. Long story short, the dogs get along. At almost every commercial break during this episode, it was definitely a filler episode, Tanya. Tanya said it was a filler episode, and I 100% agree. It was a filler episode. We all could have did without it. But it seemed like every commercial break, they were trying to make this episode seem like a lot more than what it really was. Like, for example, excuse me, they would, for the dog situation, before it went to commercial, they were like the dramatic music, or the dog's gonna get along. Come back from break, the dog's getting along. They did that several times throughout the episode, and I'm like, that should tell y'all that this episode is not interest. It's not interesting. Yeah, manufactured drama. Someone said, from what I understand, they get paid after filming wraps. The 5,000 is for rent and other expenses for 8 weeks. The other couples receive the same. They just didn't talk about it. Yeah, I think two of the couples talked about it. I think I don't remember, but yeah, this episode was boring. So they were concerned about the dogs getting along, but they get along. The dogs' names are Henry and Nellie. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But I believe the dogs' names are Henry and Nellie. Paisley the cat made the house her home. She sure did. We're gonna get to that cat. That almost sounded kind of sexual. But yeah, I believe the dog's name are Henry and Nellie, and I was like, is that like Nelly the rapper? But whatever. And the thing that happened in every couple was every couple decided to live with the guy. So wherever he was living, that's where they decided to move into. So some other notes for Babel. She spends $450 a year on waxing. What's his name? Daniel? His name's not Daniel. What's the guy's name? Bobby. Bobby seems to be very organized financially, and he's a budget kind of person. Like he whipped out that Excel spreadsheet, like like he was like, all right, so we inputting this information. What are you spending your money on? We about to have this right, which is good because he's younger than her, and it's not necessarily that older people have their stuff together. All the men were financially responsible, and the women not so much. Seems that way. But it was good to see that he was prepared, even though he was what 2 3 years younger than her. So it was good that they had that balance at least, and that he's going to be able to kind of reel her in from spending $450 on waxing. Ma'am, ma'am, $450. If you don't take your hind parts down to the Walmart and get you some Nair and make it happen. Somebody said on Twitter that they saw that she had a line for Birchbox, which is one of the subscription things, and I think somebody said eyelashes too was on her expenses, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. $450 a year for waxing, something you can do at home. She better go get that Nair and call it a day. Something else that was a really big thing was that she has $15,000 on her credit card, and apparently a lot of that was from traveling. So I mean, I so wish I could watch this live right now. I'll be back after I watch. Okay. It's not the same, brother. Waxing does wonders, especially depending on where it gets done. There are a lot of women who spend way more than that on beauty related expenses. I can understand, waxing pulls it out from the rooter to the tutor. I get that, but never mind. I was going to go there, but I'm not going to because I'm a man of God. So, 15,000 she needs to save up for laser hair removal. Then maybe, or just go get Nair. So she $15,000 is used for traveling. Remember that couple who lasted 10 days? They may have stayed together for that. Yeah, yeah. They were on what, season three? Heather, Heather, I think was her name. She's talking about the blonde girl and the brown hair guy. That I don't know what an epilator is. But they spent 15 that she has $15,000 in debt for traveling. And my thing is, I don't understand why people put vacations on credit cards unless it's with like an Expedia card. But you're supposed to pay that off. Yeah, Heather and Derek, you're supposed to pay that off, after, or pay like as you get people. A little financial advice, and I'm not the best person to take financial advice from. If you're gonna have a credit card that you're gonna put travel expenses on, make sure you're getting some kind of perks out of that, but make sure you're paying it off at the end of every month. Like, only pay with the credit card what you can afford without the credit card. That way you're not putting yourself into debt, and you're also racking up those perks at the same time. I mean, hey, I thought that was common knowledge. So they're committed to making it work. I don't know why I said that about them. He likes to cook. He was in there cooking Hamburger Helper, but she seems to enjoy it. So good for them. That's all I got. So that was Babel. We're moving on to Danber. Side note, and I don't want this to seem rude. I'm about to say, because when men comment on women's looks, it can cause issues. I.e. Tyson Beckford and Kim Kardashian. But hey, I'm reviewing the episode. I want somebody to go get what's her name? Amber. Yeah, I want somebody to go get Amber like a can of like coconut oil or cocoa butter, something that is a good oil that helps retain moisture, because her hair, and it's probably from all the bleaching, but her hair always looks dry. It always looks dry when she's doing her confessionals, or when she's um even with him. It just looks dry and brittle. And I don't have hair, so I'm not the best person to talk about. But every time I see her hair, I'm like, that you're doing too much with your hair. You might want to just, let off that bleach a little bit, because you got a lot going on. Her hair looks dry, y'all. Her hair looks like if you were like, y'all watch Naked and Afraid, like if she was out at Naked and Afraid, she could just and start a fire. But let me get back on topic. So, she likes this place, as everybody else we know, because the girls moved in with the guys. I noted that she has a cat. The cat's name is Paisley. Um, if it was me, if I was Dave, that would be the end of the relationship right there, because I'm allergic to cats. Not all cats, but the ones with four legs. So that would be the deal breaker for me. Like, that's just not gonna happen. But the other thing that concerned me was the fact that that cat was on the counter in the kitchen. Like, why is your cat on? See, when I go to work and we have company potlucks and all that kind of stuff, I don't partake. If I can't tell that it came from a container from a store, I ain't eating it. I'm not eating it. You can't trust everybody's cooking, and that's the reason, because people let their animals walk all over their counters where they're supposed to be preparing this food. No, no. See, that's why I don't do it. And nah, no, we don't let cats and dogs and stuff walk all over the counter. No, that's not what we're not gonna do. So, she had reservations about his place. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't stand that cats on the counter. Totally agree about potlucks. I always ask who made this. So she had reservations about moving in with him because she was concerned that there may have been someone like one of his exes might have been living there. And I mean, I get where she's coming from, because I mean, I'm not in that situation. It wasn't in that situation when my wife moved in with me, because I purchased my house when I was like 24 ish, and then we got together a couple years later. And my wife could have had those reservations about what women had I had it up in here. I didn't, because it was real dry up in here. But I guess that's just a thought people have, is they don't want to move into a place where an ex has been, and you have memories of you and that ex there. That seemed manufactured. She can't live there if he had a woman live there. It is what she. Some people are like that. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't know if I would be. I think I might be more concerned about the bed. Not necessarily the living space, but the bed. Like, she was complaining about him living with exes, but she's been all over the gym. I'll be more concerned about the bed. Like, who's been in this bed with you? Like, what you been doing in this bed? I think that might be more of a concern for me, but not necessarily the apartment or whatever. But that was her thing, and that was another moment where when it went to commercial, it was real dramatic, and it was like, oh my gosh. And then it came back from, he was like, oh, nobody's lived here. I thought he said he didn't have any roommates, but I thought I heard him say he liked living with people. And y'all gotta understand, me trying to review this show is difficult because of my daughter. She is all over the place. We watch it in our bed, and she's just in there cutting flips, turning up, because it's right before her bedtime. And she's always trying to get my phone while I'm trying to type my notes. So I miss a lot of stuff. So if there's something that I missed, just say it down in the chat, because y'all are going in the chat right now. But it's hard to review with her. Buy $1,000 new bed, new mattress, etc. He said he had roommates. Yeah, some of them. There's probably a female in that roommates thing. They talked about finances. She mentioned that she didn't want. He has to face the rumors about her smashing the homies at LA Fitness. Stephanie Cole said, "I own my own place, but when I get married, I will be open." Uh oh, crap! What did I do? Dang it! Where'd it go? Oh, it's down here now. Sorry, Stephanie. Let me get back. Oh, y'all are going in these comments. Goodness, that's what I like to see. Okay, Stephanie said, I own my own place, but when I get married, I'll be open to purchasing something new with my husband so we can start fresh and new somewhere else. And I think that's how it should be. I think, you kind of move in with the person who's a little more established at the time, and then once y'all get to a good place financially, then you branch off and you get something for everybody. So like I was saying, they had a conversation about finances, and she was saying she didn't want to have an account that he could see everything that she was spending on. That's kind of a red flag, which makes me feel like maybe you're out there spending money that you shouldn't, and you don't really want him to know about it. But the thing is, if you're in a marriage, you want to make sure that you don't have any secrets and you're not hiding anything. So kind of going into this, hiding financial stuff is definitely a no-go because I don't know statistics and everything, but I do know that finances is one thing that breaks up a lot of marriages. Is because people have accounts people don't know about, people don't spend money, people's mindsets on finances aren't the same. So that's a big thing that you have to be on the same page in. And then something else she said was that she feels like an adult. I'm like, ma'am, y'all are the oldest couple on this show. What you mean you feel like an adult? She's like 36, 37. Like, what have you been doing for the past 5 years? Okay, I'm gonna give you to like 29, 30 to start getting your stuff together. But what have you been doing all this time that you just now feeling like an adult at 36 or 37? And the other thing with them was that lead apartment tearing stuff up. She was in his cactus plants or cacti plants. Uh, the toilet paper. See, cats are sneaky. I don't trust them. And we come to our favorite couple. 36 and her net worth is what exactly? Who knows? We come to Tremia. I brought it just for y'all. Just for y'all. Oldest couple on the show. Just for y'all. Because the flash didn't work. Granted, I know the show was old. But the flat Tristan is still in the sunken place right now. So for those who did not get this reference in the last video, this is from the movie Get Out. If you have not seen Get Out by Jordan Peele, go see it. Okay, that will open up your eyes to a whole lot of stuff. That the meaning for this is they should have three accounts: hers, his, and theirs. That's me and my wife have that. She has her personal account, I have my personal account, and we have a joint account. Out of our personal accounts, we take care of all the stuff that happened pre each other, and the joint account is everything after each other. That's how we do it. So, yeah, Tristan, this episode wasn't so bad, but he's really corny, and Mia loves it. Mia's eating it up, but I think Mia is in a place right now where she's gonna say and do whatever is necessary to kind of keep things like at an even place because she knows that she dodged a bullet, and like the stuff that happened over the past two episodes really could have went a whole nother direction had she not put it down on him, when they got back to the hotel. So she knows, at least right now, she has to keep things real smooth right now. So she's gonna say and do whatever is necessary to keep him in his corner because Mia, like I said on Twitter, Mia gives off a vibe that I couldn't at the time when I tweeted it. I couldn't put my finger on what is it about her, but Mia constantly looks like she's the person that stole the cookies out the cookie jar. Y'all know the song "Who Stole the Cookies Out the Cookie Jar"? Mia stole the cookies out the cookie jar, and that's why she always looks like that. She has the face of, I got cookies in my hand, and I don't want anybody to know that I have them. Okay, that's what Mia gives me. So hold on, y'all. All right. They talk about finances. Mia got to his place and she saw pictures of his family. All those dark skinned faces. That's what I'm like. I say, I look at these pictures of all the people in Tristan's family and they all dark. Yet you didn't want to be with anybody who was darker than you. Okay, whatever you say. He goes to her place. Oh, I missed it. I gotta stop. I'll look at the comment later. He goes to her place and she has these animal longhorns on the wall. She's real country, but they're in Texas. But she owns her condo, so she feels like she'll either sell it or rent it out. And there were no pictures of her family in her apartment. Y'all, Mia has another secret. Mia has another secret, and we'll probably find out maybe in about 3, 4 episodes, I think. There's something else going on with Mia. Something else, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, nothing was really going on with them. Of course, she moved in with him. If your mother has to question your wife like that, it's over. We'll see. But the only other thing I want to say about Tremia was that she said, who one of them said that when they get with each other, they stop thinking. I don't remember which one it was, but I think so far the season, you know that Mia is doing acrobatics and all other tricks in the bedroom to keep him around. Absolutely. The season so far is okay. You know, like I said, if it wasn't for Tremia's storyline, this show would be a snooze fest. Y'all are going in these comments, and I am loving it. Yes. Okay, so Mia, that's why I thought Mia said it that she stops thinking when she's with him, and I'm like, that's not healthy. You can stop breathing if you stop thinking because your brain tells everything what to do. I thought. So let me ask y'all, what are y'all's thoughts on the season so far? And I'm gonna read y'all's comments whenever they come up. I'm just interested. You know, we're 6 episodes in. Uh, did you find it odd that Tristan pointed out the place he prayed for Mia? I missed that part. Is that the part where he had the big God on the wall? Who asked that so I can make sure I look for your answer? You find it odd that Tristan pointed out the place he prayed? No, I missed that part altogether. Oh, on the balcony. Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention at that point. We was trying to change, man. We was trying to change Tegan's diaper, and she started peeing after we took the old diaper off. Everything was going crazy in the room, and she was trying to get away, butt naked. So yeah, that's what I was doing at that time. So I missed that. I think praying for your spouse is essential. I think that's something that you absolutely should do. I mean, they are married. However it happened, he should pray for her. He should pray for himself, and he should pray for the spirit of discernment in this situation. So, but what are y'all's thoughts on this season so far? The one girl that moved in with that young dude get away with murder. She don't have to do nothing. Maybe, and that's what Rob said. Travis, I need you to start watching 7 Year Switch. It's better than Married at First Sight. I think I watched a little bit of one of those episodes. I don't know. It's something about this show that kind of like being married. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable. Um, Watching a show like that because the whole idea of switching spouses just seems like it is just the gateway to bad things. I think that Bobby has a hidden dark side that is going to come out soon. He's not feeling it about the $15,000 credit card debt, and he had that spreadsheet. Bobby is very serious. He talks like, I believe in this and I believe in that, and it's very like this. His face doesn't move that much, and it's real serious, and it's like almost like serial killery. But hey. But what do y'all think about this season so far? Let's see what y'all are saying down in the comments. Anything that I've missed? Pamela says, I've been praying for my future husband since January. I mean, if you, I have not because I ask not. Plain and simple. If you want to get married and there's no man in your life or woman, whatever it is, that your thing is, you got to pray for it. The things that you want, you got to ask God for it if you believe in God. Because, some people don't believe in God. I don't know how, but, to each his own, I guess. Let's see what else I've been missing. Wow, y'all are going in. This pleases me. I wasn't really sure if anybody would show up for this live video, but I'm very appreciative that y'all actually took time out of y'all's evening. I'm ready for the meat and potatoes of this show. Next episode looks interesting. I think so too, Tanya, but it'll be due to Tremia, and we better get over her jealousy. I think she will. So what else is going on, y'all? Any questions that anyone has? Any opinions that anybody wants to know about how I'm thinking or feeling? I don't remember how does the season rank for versus prior seasons. Um, I see a bunch of comments. I'll come back to them. I think compared to previous seasons, is the Tremia storyline is the most entertaining storyline I've seen since I've been watching. And I've been watching since Trey and Vanessa season. I think that was season 3. I've been watching since then, and I say that their storyline is the most entertaining, and I've been the most interested in watching them. It was interesting watching Bus Boy, Charter Bus Boy, and Lily and Tom, but it's okay. But like I said, Tremie, that's who it's all about right now. Now let's see what I missed just now. Um, somebody said Dave is a runner. Sahuhus, I hope that's how you say that. Sahuhus said, I don't think Amber is jealous. Christina Cooper said, I just don't understand how the professionals didn't catch the warrant. That just doesn't make sense. The professionals knew. If the professionals didn't know about the stuff with Mia, the producers knew. And I could completely understand. I can see how they would keep the experts in the dark, but I'm convinced that the producers of the show knew exactly what was going to happen if they kept that on the low. That's what I believe. Somebody said they wanted to compare notes while they were talking to somebody else. Tristan never said what Mia told him what exactly was the truth. It'll come out later. Tristan looks like one of Vanessa's bachelors on Married at First Sight. Second Chance. I watched Second Chances too, but I didn't review it. It wasn't that interesting. This is the first year they moved into one of their spouse's house and not moving to a new place. I think you might be right. I don't think. I guess so. I don't know if I can remember anybody who moved in with somebody else. I'm almost wondering, was that a requirement? Like the previous seasons, they said you have to move into an excuse me, a new place, but this time they said you pick one. Uh, well, it's nice to see men who are self-sufficient and have their own. Tanya said, I think since Dave got the snatch basket, he's still worried about Amber's rumors, and he's going to start showing his true colors for an easy way out in the end. They still know that Mia hasn't told the full truth. Absolutely. Dave has no patience. He's ready to jump at anything. Sam and Neil moved into Sam's place. So that was back. I think that was Trey and Vanessa's season as well. The money may be to smooth things over after the mistake. Pamela said, I think several participants make a list of what they want, and when reality hits, they realize they ask for the wrong things. They don't truly know what they need versus want. I 100% agree, but that's all of us. That's all of us. I remember I'm a little different. I'm a little different. When I was in college and undergraduate school, I've always been a relationship kind of guy. I always wanted to be in a relationship. I always knew I wanted to get married. And I always knew I wanted to have a child or children after I got married in that order. Shout out to Mama D. That was just, my personal thing. I knew I did not want to have any children outside of wedlock. I needed to get married first and then have children. And I did what was needed to do so that that didn't happen before I got married. But when I think about what I wanted or what I thought I wanted when I was in college versus now, it's extremely different. It's extremely different. I've almost been out of college almost 10 years, but it's your priorities shift. But and even still, what your ideas about what you think marriage is on the outside versus what it is on the inside is a huge difference. Marriage is serious work. It is serious work. All right, let's see what else I'm missing here. They usually rented a temporary house they picked together. I think that's why Amber was hesitant about hanging out with her husband's friends because she's scared she may run into the gym dudes. I think that's what it is too. I think whatever dude she smashed, she doesn't want to see him. And I think I would not be surprised if he showed up on the show. Yeah, these producers this season, they felt like they had to step it up. If they wanted to really step it up, they would have figured out what guy that was that Amber had messed with and somehow or another brought him into the mix just for ratings. Pamela said on previous no wait, Rob said, why is Tristan trying to share money or bank accounts with Mia? I don't know. That's what I meant to say. Tristan is, see, and that's why I brought it to. Tristan is too freaking trusting of Mia. Way too trusting. You wanted, I think Mia exemplified the things that he really wanted his women to look like. And now that he has one as his wife, he was willing to do whatever he has to do to keep her around, regardless of the mistakes that she's made. But I don't understand why he's so quick to want to share an account with somebody who, number one, is stalking or was stalking and had the whole credit card fraud thing. Like, I don't have anything against anybody's ethnic backgrounds, races, anything. But Tristan, you probably should have got yourself a dark-skinned woman. I mean, because, I'm not saying all light-skinned women are the same. But you got to take stipulations off of stuff. And this is the kind of situation you'll end up in, man. Hopefully, I don't remember what my prediction was for Tristan, but I do not think they're gonna be together. If I say that they're gonna be together, I change my mind. They're not gonna be together by the time this is all over. So we're gonna hope that we break this by the end of the season. Well, there it is. It didn't break though. Well, I've hit my 30-minute mark very quickly. I just went way faster. Well, in the preview, he threw her out. Threw who out? Mia Sahuhu's. I know that's not how you say it. Sahuyu's. Who was thrown out in the previews? Oh, I think I remember in one of the previews where he said something about she didn't tell the truth or something like that. But see you who? See you who? Okay, there it is. Um, yeah, it's gonna come out, y'all. Whatever, there's something else that we don't know about me, and it's gonna come out. But I don't know. Listen, I appreciate y'all tuning into this all over the place live review of Married at First Sight season 7, episode 6. I thank y'all so much for watching the previous reviews. I thank you to those who are actually subscribed to my channel who watch videos that are not related to Married at First Sight. I want to bring back, since I got some of y'all's attention, I want to bring back something I used to do. How is she keeping it from her parents? Tristan and Crazy keep professing their love for one another. They don't know one another. They both whipped. As I say, they both must have something made of gold. Tristan's must be made of gold, and hers must be golden on the inside. That's got to be the only explanation I can think of. But I want to bring back a set of videos that I used to do called Ask Travis, and that's where people would send me issues or problems or things they wanted their advice on in their personal life, and I will answer them on video anonymously. So I'm going to bring that back for those of y'all that are interested. You can send your emails to scatteredbrilliancy@yahoo.com. It's just the name of my channel, scatteredbrilliancy@yahoo.com, and I will answer those questions. I want to do more Ask Travis type videos. I enjoy reviewing Married at First Sight, but I still want to do my regular videos. But I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all my videos, subscribing, thumbsing up, all of y'all that have been down there in the comments, having these conversations. I'm appreciative of it, of you. I really am. Thank you to those who follow me on Twitter and chat with me on Twitter. I really like that. I'll probably do this again. I'll definitely probably do it for the thing at the end where they do, who's together and who's not. But I'm gonna look and see how many episodes there are in this season. Does anybody know, before I get off, does anybody know how many episodes there are in this season? Because that would also determine when I do the next live. Because if it's intervals of 6, I'll do it at episode 12. But if the season is only 12 episodes long, then obviously it'll be the last one. But I will do this again. I just got to figure out when. But if you have a question for your personal life that you want advice for, because I give pretty good advice, send that to scatteredbrilliancy@yahoo.com. Yeah, this is good. KD said it was good to talk to everyone in real time, and y'all were going in on those comments. Y'all were going in. I'm gonna go back and like read them, like and really digest them. They were like popping up on the screen so fast, I really couldn't take it all in. But make sure you rate the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video if you would like to on your social media platforms, and if you have any questions, whether you want it to be for Ask Travis or just, hey, you want to just tell me a little bit about yourself, you can send those to scatteredbrilliancy@yahoo.com. For those that don't know how to spell that, that's SCATTERBRILLIANCY@yahoo.com. And I will respond to them either through email or on the next video I do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. I mean, I'm not a huge YouTuber, but I'm appreciative of my 3,000 followers. And I just hit 3,000, so, let me hit the Dougie. Um, I can ramble for a long time, so I'm going to stop. So I'm almost at 35, so make sure I time it just right. But thank y'all. Make sure y'all have a good night, safe night. The world is crazy. Love each other, y'all. Take care of each other because who knows what tomorrow's going to bring. Stay prayed up. All right, I'm about to get out of here. I will talk. I'll do another review later on in the season though. All right, y'all. Bye.